Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Michael Gage. I'm here with the amazing Rome. So, good morning, Mr. Rome. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm doing well as well. So, I'm here today, joined by Miss Pella, Miss Avalon, and Mr. King. They are my shadows this afternoon. So, the first thing, Mr. Rome, I want you to do is I want you to throw up in the chat all 20 of your micros, starting from copy 10.4 all the way to medical equipment restock.
Yes, sir. On it.
Miss K.
I'm sorry, guys. Floor 2 is closed. Please go back downstairs. We're in the middle of a
I'm
training.
so sorry.
No, you're good. Miss K is all the way in the back office. If you go back there now, you can make it. Okay, Mr. Owen, that looks really good. That looks really good. Miss Tiffany, just start to the side. I was gonna go ahead and I'm gonna lead the interview. Just go right beside Mr. King right here, and have your 2 questions ready. Okay.
Okay, I was trying to write it and then I just ended up screenshotting it and sending it to the iPad.
Oh, you're good. I got it for you. You'll still get credit for the shadowing, though. Okay.
Okay.
So, Mr. Rome, I am going to have Mr. King here read our hospital rules for you. I'm going to read our medical rules and our role-playing rules. Mr. King, you may begin whenever you're ready.
Okay, good day, everyone, or morning, everyone. Amazing Room. I'll be reading your HP rules. All right, do not resuscitate patients on any street surrounding the hospital. PVP, blue territories. Events are army-based. Do not serve patients who have their weapons drawn. Do not stand and sell on the main lobby floor. Do not go AFK while on duty. There'll be a 3 days ban, demotion, and all funds returned. Only 2 staff members. Sorry, I'm kind of grumpy. Haven't slept yet. Only 2 staff members may be on each desk in rank order: brown, maroon, blue, white, then green. Up to three may line up down the hallway, also in rank order. If your medication wait time is over 5 minutes, go on emergency calls or med deliveries. If the wait time is under 5 minutes, wait in the cafeteria. Do not use the front door. Only rank 6 plus may enter through the front, and only rank 7 plus may use the front parking lot. Do not spawn the bus. Must be a DCP, which is a deputy chief, or a CP, which is a chief, physician, or a permission to do that. Radio checks are mandatory. Do not attend the PvP territory without a rank 7. And that's your HP rules. Thank you.
Okay, so when he says radio checks are mandatory, we don't use our walkie-talkies. What we do is really use the chat. Always pay attention to the chat. Always. That is how you get your information. That's how we communicate through the faction. If you notice in your chat right now, Pootie Tang just said something, and if you notice his is in a different color than anybody else's, that's how you know that it is their medical personnel speaking. They're either in pink or in blue. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so your next are your medical rules, and I'm gonna read them for you. Your medical rules are what you must, as a medic, obey no matter what. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, MD1. Refusal to provide medical assistance. Refusing to provide medical assistance, including performing CPR or giving meds without a justified RP reason, as long as there is no threat to the life of the medic, including situations where armed players are present. Your punishment is 1 reprimand from faction leadership. MD2. Providing medical aid during dangerous situations. Selling medication or resuscitating players in situations that threaten the life and health of both the medic and the player, including but not limited to during a escalated conflict, an active shooting, or a turf war, etc. 1 warning from faction leadership is your punishment. MD3. Compliance with project rules. Medical personnel are required to comply with all established project rules. 1 warning or reprimand from faction leadership is your punishment. MD4. Improper role-playing behavior. Failure to adhere to role-playing rules when interacting with players while providing medical assistance or communicating with faction colleagues. 1 warning from faction leadership is your punishment. MD 4.1. Disrespectful behavior. Disrespectful behavior towards any player. 1 reprimand or dismissal at the discretion of faction leadership. MD 4.2. Non-compliance with orders. Failure to comply with leadership orders or to observe the chain of command within a faction. 1 reprimand from faction leadership is your punishment. Now, MD 4.3, MD 5, and MD 6 are really important, so please listen. MD 4.3. Assault on civilians. Assaulting a civilian with a taser, weapon, or fist without a RP reason is dismissal from faction as your punishment. Automatic dismissal. MD 5. Use of weapons. Medical personnel are strictly forbidden from using any weapons. Dismissal from faction. Automatic is your punishment. MD 6. Criminal activity. Intentionally associating with gangs, committing major crimes, including but not limited to theft, vandalism, or murder, or joining factions during activities where medic participation is not intended. Your punishment is dismissal from faction. Remember those 3 rules, they will get you fired really quickly. MD 7. Use of service vehicles for personal use. Using official medical transportation for personal travel when not on duty, including for civilian jobs. 1 punishment from faction leadership is your punishment. MD 7.1. Use of personal vehicles. Using personal vehicles instead of service vehicle to perform faction duties. 1 warning from faction leadership is your punishment. MD 8. Unauthorizing issuance of recovering notes. Issuing medical certificates outside of hospital. Issuing medical certificates for monetary compensation. 1 warning from faction leadership. Do you understand those rules as written?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Rom, I'm going to lead you with my last set of rules. There's only 3 of them, but they are your role-playing rules. And these rules apply to all people. So the last one I read, I'm going to explain further out to you, okay? Okay, RP13 is non-role-playing faction actions. Violating role-playing conduct within a faction, including unwarranted release of players from jail. Punishment is dismissal from faction or 30 minutes in jail or up to a 3-day account ban. RP14, sexual harassment. Any form of sexual actions, including simulation, explicit dialogue or action, the use of ethnic and or LGBTQIA plus slurs, stalking other players, or excessive verbal details in description with sexual undertones. All sexual actions between players must be performed with prior consent of all participating individuals. Even with prior consent, such role-playing actions must not take place in public areas or areas frequently visited by players, including but not limited to jail, hospital, work zone, parking lot, etc. Your punishment is 60 minutes mute of voice and of text chat, and or an account ban ranging from 24 hours or up to 30 days. RP15, provoking faction members. Intentionally provoking members of any faction for entertainment or with the intent to disrupt faction operations. Punishment is 30 minutes in jail. RP16 is criminal acts against emergency personnel. All criminal acts committed against emergency personnel. Punishment from 90 minutes in jail or up to a 12-hour account ban. Now, that last rule I want to specify. That rule is a role-playing rule. That role-playing rule is for everyone. Meaning that if you are shot or killed as a medical personnel, you have the right to record and report on your screenshot. If you report them for touching you while you're role-playing correctly, they will get a 12-hour account ban automatically. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Because since you are of the medical facility, you cannot retaliate. So that's our retaliation. Okay, Mr. Rome.
Understood.
Okay, Mr. Rome. My next set is I'm going to ask you 2 questions. I'm going to have Miss Peel, Miss Avalon, Miss Tiffany, and Mr. King ask you 2 questions as well. Okay? So now my first question to you would be, why did you choose the medical facility over being a police officer, a regular civilian, a businessman, or joining the Army?
Because I'm more life-saving rather than possibly life-taking, and that's the job of the police if needed be. But as a medical, your job is to just save life, and that's basically is just going to improve the role play experience of the other players, and it's going to help the scene of the whole RP server. So, and also enjoy teamwork and professional role play.
Great answer. I like that answer. I like to say that because in a violent city like this, and you choose to be a medical personnel, it commends you a lot. So my next question is, let's say my mom gets shot right outside the hospital here. Can I revive her?
No.
Perfect. So, Miss Tiffany, do you have your 2 questions ready?
Yes, I do. Okay, so, what is the punishment if you go AFK while on duty?
I believe you get reprimand. I believe something with deduction of pay, or you get your. I actually forgot. I'm not gonna lie.
No, for the most part, you got it. The 3-day ban, demotion, and funds reset. So the only thing you didn't say was basically the 3-day ban, but it's fine. So it'll be the 3-day ban, demotion, and funds reset. My next question is going to be, being that you know that you can't fight or whatever, if you run into a situation and you're unable to get away from the situation, what do you do? How do you get help?
Well, for the protection of the RP server, in real life, if there's nothing you can do, then you just have to keep your morale and try to seek help. And if I die, I just hit the emergency call button, basically yelling for help.
Well, yeah, if you die, you're just going to get sent back to the hospital if no one comes to help you. So that's cool. But you could also do the /forward help RP4. And always make sure that your body cam is on.
Well, that was very informative, because I didn't know I could have done that, to be honest.
No problem. That's just in the rules. But as you go on and you I don't know if you have a second device or whatever, or if you're able to copy it down. You could just go over it. It's a lot of rules, so it's not like you're gonna remember everything off the top of your head, but just try to, as you go on, you'll get familiar with everything.
Thank you, Miss Tiffany. Mr. Rome, um, if you go AFK and you get caught, it's a 3-day ban. It is a demotion, and your funds are returned, meaning that every dollar that you made as a medical personnel, you're gonna have to give it back to the game. Yes, that's what that means. Like all the money that you make as a medical personnel, like I made $11 million. So if I break that rule, I have to pay them back $11 million, or they'll probably disband me from ever using this game again. Yes, sir. Um, and also, if you ever leave this hospital going on a medical run, or you just sitting outside, make sure you are screen recording. Do you know how to screen record?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Make sure you're screen recording. Even if you do not use that recording, make sure you have it. Okay? I at least keep my recording for a day, and then I get rid of them, just in case somebody comes up and says, "Oh, this person was doing this." Nope, I got my body cam. Wow. So you get me out of trouble, and you know, Mr. King, I need your two
Yes, sir.
questions. I need your two
Too easy.
questions. Mr. King, I need your two questions, sir. Please, sir.
Okay, all right. My two questions is my first one is at what time of game playing do you spawn the bus?
Wait, can you repeat the question, sir?
At what time of the day do you spawn the bus?
No time of the day, I'm assuming.
Yeah, amazing. That's right. You never spawn the bus. All right. My second question is, it's a scenario of CPR. All right. You're going on a CPR run, and you have three patients. One is the person that called for the emergency. Another is one of your colleagues, like a doctor or a nurse. And the other is a police officer. Who do you revive first?
Well, for the, I would say I would have to revive the person that called first.
That's so right, man. That's definitely a good answer. That's the right answer. You revive the person that who makes the call. The person's gonna be in a red circle, and then you can assist the other persons after.
Beautiful questions. Beautiful questions, beautiful answers. So, the lovely Miss Pele, Miss Peel, or I know I'm screwing up your name. I'm so sorry. Can you give us your two questions?
My first question is, how do you handle high stress situation during medical emergencies?
Gotta stay calm. You gotta stay calm so, the patients can, feel confident in you, that you can, perform your job the correct way. So basically, just stay calm and, be reassuring and um, follow the procedures and just do the right thing.
Good answer. My second question is, you have 3 patients who all need help at the same time. What do you do first?
First, I want to make sure the scene is safe. Secondly, I got to, assess the patients, and, I got to see what patient needs immediate attention, and, based off the assessment, that's how I will, treat the patients accordingly. So if one is red flag, one is yellow code, and, one is like going to code black, then of course the one that's code black will, need, potentially code black, then they will have to be rendered immediate attention.
Okay, thank you. And those are my 2 questions.
Great questions, great answers. Miss Ava, saved you best for last.
Thank you, Michael. Where should you go if you need to go AFK during the game?
You shouldn't at all.
Well, you can go AFK for a short time if you need maybe just to answer a call. You can go to the cafeteria and wait there. And my second question is, how many people can stand behind the desk?
Should be 2 in rank order.
Got it perfectly. Thank you. These are my 2 questions.
All right, Mr. Rome, I'm going to end your interview, and I believe you're going to pass, so I'll see you in White Scrubs.